I'm a sophomore in college. That's how I define myself at the moment. I'm a college student. I love science. I love science. Biology, it's my favorite. I want to be a doctor. I think my drive came from knowing that I could break the cycle that I was seeing at home through an education.
Kamylli was 4 when she and her brother were placed in foster care. Her mother battled with a heroin addiction and was in and out of Kamylli's life. When Kamylli was a sophomore in high school, her mother was murdered.
It's so vivid in my mind, just that phone call that my grandma got and like the look on her face when she told us. On the inside, I was so at the lowest point emotionally and mentally. I think I convinced myself that if I was strong on the outside, you know, everything was going to be fine and eventually the pain would go away. And I think now I know the pain, it doesn't ever really go away. It gets easier to deal with. Even though I didn't want to share anything, when people recognized that I was having a hard time, that made such a big difference because it meant that they cared about me.
Kamylli's grandmother was a huge source of strength. She also received support from her mentor and from her Department of Human Services caseworker, Laura.
Laura she was like the greatest caseworker I've ever had. She really cares about her youth.
She's a really amazing young lady.
Laura connected Kamylli with the Independent Living Program for help with housing, financial aid, and questions about daily life.
Everything I don't know, I feel like they know. And so I can go to them and just be like, hey, how do I do this? And they're very, very helpful.
Kamylli graduated from high school with honors. She spent a summer as an au pair in Hungary and is now taking pre-med courses at Lewis and Clark College.
I try and do that with all the kids I work with to make sure that they find the areas that they are really interested in, and then helping them see like you can achieve this and you can do it.
Caseworkers should know that there's a good chance that they're one of the biggest influences in their youth's life. And they might be the only person who's saying, you can do this, you're capable of this. I want Laura to know that she's amazing. She was always positive coming in, and I want her to know that that has changed the way I think too. Some of my greatest accomplishments haven't been on the outside, they've been on the inside.
There's no prescription for this kind of work. You have to just take each case as it is and get to know the different details of the needs of the family or the child.
Kamylli has had many successes, but her most important role is the one she plays in the life of her brother.
I'm most proud of that he sees me in such a, light that he wants to be like me. That makes me want to cry just thinking about it.
I'm really proud of her. She continues to make really good choices for herself.
I want to give people hope. There's no greater feeling than the feeling of hope and relief, and I think I can do that by being a doctor. Thank you just to everyone that's doing this, to all the caseworkers and ILP managers and DHS workers. If you are a source of hope or inspiration to someone else, there's no greater accomplishment in my mind. There's no greater accomplishment than that. I wasn't put in a situation where it was inevitable that I would follow in the same footsteps. Breaking that cycle is something I'm so proud of, and I want to, hopefully, I can inspire others to do the same thing, because every single person is capable of breaking that cycle. Every single person.